the court in the order said, we recognize that doing this may result in a very low turnout election. We don't care. You have to do it anyway. Now, the other thing is, remember that legislators have to live in their district. Right now, there is a requirement that in order to file and run for a legislative seat, you have to live in your district for at least a year before the election, before I think even the filing begins. Well, in this order, the court has also said you don't have to do that for this election. You only have to live in your district on the day that filing ends. So, depending on how they draw these maps, whether incumbents want to run again for a district that may have not include their residents, they are allowed to pick up residents before filing ends anywhere in the new district. So, I've said before, we may say this may be really good for the apartment rental business come next year.
This sounds absolutely just chaotic, frankly, and very confusing to voters. And the issue of turnout's got to be a big one, but yet the court went forward because they must feel that there are serious issues at play here.
Yeah, I think the important thing to note is that the General Assembly has appealed this request, and they've done a couple things. One, there's one request just to make it go away entirely. There's another one to grant a stay that would indicate that the General Assembly would have to draw new districts, but there wouldn't be an election in 2017. It would go on with the regular next 2-year cycle in 2018 under newly drawn districts. So there's some options out there. What we've just described is what the order is right now. These appeals are going forward, and we'll see what happens with that. But Donna, it raises other questions too. I mean, it's confusing for voters. It's confusing for those who might choose to run for election, incumbents and new folks who might, have an interest to want to run for the General Assembly. But it also raises some questions about, how's the General Assembly going to work? Our General Assembly is elected for a 2-year time period, and within that, they pass a 2-year budget the first year of their 2-year session. Well, if we're going to have a whole new election next year, that means that this 2017 General Assembly is only for a year. Do they pass a 1-year budget? Do they pass a 2-year budget that then the next General Assembly would be obligated to adopt?